Thanks for coming to walk with me today. I am walking at 1.6 miles per hour if you want to keep pace. And don't forget to set your device if you like to track your exercises or want to just keep up with your steps. Today I want to talk to you about something you may or may not have heard about depending on what kind of stuff comes across your social media, but it's color analysis. So if you haven't heard about it, color analysis really takes into account like the way your features blend or don't blend together, and then it also takes into account your hair color, your skin color, your eye color. Some like color analysis even like you can look into like different patterns in your eyes, and then that can kind of also help you know what your color season might be. But just as we have 4 seasons of the year, there are 4 seasons of color analysis, and then within each season there are 3 subsets, if you will. So for reference, I'm an autumn and I am a soft autumn, and that means that the colors that are going to look best on me are going to be like muted. So instead of wearing like a hot pink shirt, I would wear like a light muted. And also that can mean that you might not wear some colors at all. For example, being a soft autumn, it's suggested that I don't wear bright white, that I don't wear black. There's also like a few other colors that I don't wear particularly. Now, not all soft autumns might have the same rules because it does vary within each color season, like depending on like your hair color or how your features blend. So I'm like very muted, and so then I wear very muted colors. And basically you can try to find out what color season you are on your own, and I tried that a lot of times and I came up with all kinds of different things. One of the things I thought I could be is a soft autumn, but I had my color analysis done professionally by a place called Four Seasons Studio. And I also had my daughters and my best friends done there as well. And of course, it's not something you have to live by, but you know, it just gives you some guidance. Like if, for example, like recently I wanted to kind of clean out my closet a little bit because it'd been a while, and I knew I had a lot of pieces of clothing that I just didn't wear that much, or maybe didn't fit anymore. So, I mean, I would look at stuff and determine like, do I still like this? Do I not? Does it fit me? Does it not? Like I would consider that as well. But also if there was something that was not part of my color palette and I'm like, you know what? I don't think this color is really gonna do anything for me, then I would, you know, I'd put it in my donation pile. But all that to say, I said I got mine professionally done. There are a lot of you can go in person. I did mine online. No one is sponsoring me or promoting anything here. I'm just letting you kind of know where I went or what I did. And I chose them based on, I saw some videos on TikTok, so they have a TikTok channel. And you can like go follow them, or if you don't want to follow them but you just want to see like some examples of work that they've done, you can watch the videos. I saw a review on TikTok for them. I read some reviews and I was like, you know, I like this idea because there's probably some places near me in person, but I don't know how many, and I don't really want to take the time to do that. You might get a better, like 100% for sure result. But basically what I had to do was take like selfies at a certain time of day in natural light. So it couldn't be like too early in the day, too late in the day, basically like a little afternoon. I just went and stood in my kitchen where I have a lot of natural light, and you wore like no makeup, and you just like would wear, like you would just kind of show a little, you know, little box around yourself. and they listed out the different colors they wanted to see you in. So I put on the different shirts, took the pictures. They also asked for pictures like from maybe like childhood or early adult years, because you know, sometimes your hair color might darken over time or change or whatever, especially if you've dyed it. So they wanted some of those, and they wanted a close-up picture of my eyeball. So I sent all that, and then they quote that it can take up to 3 days basically to get your results, and mine did come on day 3 as quoted. And really, I think I'm not 100% sure if this is the amount of pages, but I think it's like 75 pages of information. They have different like package levels, but I just thought it was like, one of them like included like makeup information as well. But like on Pinterest and TikTok and just a general search, you can find, like if you know what color season you are, you can find those tips and tricks anywhere. But I basically just took the one for colors. I don't think you can probably see the bottoms, but the bottoms I'm wearing today are the same color as this shirt that I have. It's a set that I got on Amazon, because one of the things for soft autumns is monochromatic outfits. So I started doing some of those, and I really do like the way I like look and feel in those, so that's nice. But basically, you get your PDF of 75 plus pages, and it just kind of goes over some information about color analysis. You get like these little, think about like paint swatches, like these little circles, and it just shows you like different colors. And of course things look a little different in an image than like clothing, but anytime I've been out, like just I'm like, oh, you know, I'm ready to buy something new. And actually right when I got my color analysis back, I did want to buy like some of the colors that I may not typically go for, because I'm like, I just want to see how this looks. So I would take it with me to the store and like kind of, you know, hold up close to the image and see if it was like a close match, or like if I was looking for stuff online, I would pull it up and compare. Of course, it doesn't have to be perfect. And overall, like you start getting the hang of kind of what things to look for. But that doesn't mean that if there's something you have that you really like and you want to wear it anyway, if it's not in your color season, like, you know, if it makes you happy, then you should wear it. But I kind of use it more like, here's some guidelines. If I want to buy something new, let me choose something of the colors that I like that I have. And, you know, getting rid of something, let me choose something that might not suit me as well. So just some guidelines, because I'm not like, maybe you've noticed over the, like, you know, videos I have, like I wear pretty, like what I would call plain clothing, which is actually good for me, because as soft autumn, I'm kind of muted, and plain's kind of good for me anyway. So it's not like I'm some fashionista by any means. So just having these guidelines is really nice. They also showed me some like patterns that would suit soft autumn, and they also have like stuff like you should not wear, basically like colors that won't look good on you, or patterns that might not be for you. They also help you determine, like, do you wear gold jewelry or silver jewelry. And me in particular, my skin color, or like the undertones of my skin are neutral, but they lean a little warm, which means for me, gold, I'm better suited for gold jewelry, but silver still looks fine. But like if there's two pieces, if it's like the same piece of jewelry and I'm like, which one do I want? Maybe I would go for gold. But I do tend to buy the same pieces, like even before color analysis. I used to buy the same pieces. Like I have this like little bangle bracelet, super simple, just slide it on. I have it in silver and I have it in gold. And same thing with like watch bands, I'll buy silver and gold. I have two necklaces I really like with crystals on it, one in silver, one in gold. So I did that just for variety mostly, but it's nice to know that I was headed in the right direction, because at first, like one of the things if you're trying to figure it out on your own, it like ask you like, do you look better in silver or gold? And so I put like silver on one side and gold on the other, and I'm like, I don't know, they both look all right. And then I found that's because I have like more of a neutral undertone that just leans a little more towards the warm side. So it's like, great, my jewelry's good to go. So that was nice. So when I got glasses, I think it was like early this year, like maybe February or March when I got glasses. I originally went with like just a similar to these, there's a black frame, because I'm like, oh, I'll get black, it'll go with anything. And I did notice it felt like really harsh on me, like the black. And it was shortly after that I had my color analysis done, actually. And then I kind of learned like, oh, that's too harsh for me. So now I have these, and they have like two-tone of like browns, but you notice I'm wearing a shirt that's like brown. So my neutrals are not black and white, but different levels of brown. And for white, instead going with more of like a cream color. Just think of like really soft, really muted. And my friend, who I got it done for her birthday, and I was like, at first she was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I want to do it, because what if it tells me colors that I'm not supposed to wear, and I love those colors. And she's actually a dark winter, and I already knew, because I looked at so many different websites about color analysis, trying to figure it out by myself. I already knew she was going to be either a dark autumn or dark winter, and I was almost positive she was going to be in the winter category, which based on like she has dark hair and like brown eyes, she's pretty tan. So her like preferred colors are like black, white, red. All of those are in her color palette. She gets to wear like really like kind of bold stuff, and so she was happy about that. For me, I was happy about mine too, because I am generally drawn to more muted colors. I mean, every now and then I do want something like, especially like maybe like summer, like a little brighter, but I can always tell it doesn't quite suit me. So well, same thing with like makeup. A few months ago, I was trying out some like lipsticks, and I remember when I bought online, it didn't look like as bold as it was in reality. But I'm like, ooh, this is like a lot on me. Like and that was before I had my color analysis done. So I could just tell like, ooh, that's a little much. So if you ever find that you're wearing something and it kind of like washes you out, then you probably don't belong in like a muted, soft color. Or if you find that something is way too harsh on you, then maybe you don't really belong in bold colors. And I shouldn't say don't belong. I mean, wear whatever makes you happy, of course. But in terms of like what's going to look best on you. For example, I don't even like the color orange, but so it's fine, because I do like fall though. But and a lot of people I think people have this misconception that if your color season is in autumn, that you're going to be in yellows, browns, reds, oranges, like, you know, what you see in fall. Now, perhaps in a like true fall or a true autumn, it's going to be an autumn, you might be. But like for me and my specific color palette, like there's not a sight of orange in there. Orange is just not for me. I've never liked how I looked at orange. I do have one like burnt orange shirt that I bought like a year or so ago that I do like, and I do think it looks okay on me, but it's not, but I didn't get rid of it when I was going through clothes. I was like, you know what, I like this shirt and I think it looks okay on me. But like I said, these are like guidelines, but it's a really fun like little process, and it's really cool to kind of see if your style is like, you know, on point with what the color analysis reveals, or if you've been wearing things that probably don't suit you. But anyway, if you are curious about your color season, feel free to head over to Google and type in stuff asking about color seasons. You can find so much information you might be able to type yourself. And if not, there are plenty of places out there that will do it for you. And yeah, it just kind of helps me feel like I have some guidelines when I'm shopping. And I don't know, now when I wear my colors, I get a little boost of confidence. I'm like, you know what, this looks good on me. I don't feel washed out. I don't feel like it's harsh. It's just, it's nice. It's nice to have a little guidance. And then if I ever want to do anything, I don't wear a lot of makeup honestly, but if I ever want to, now I kind of know what should it look. Should be really soft, really like earthy colors, like very organic looking for me, which is great because that's totally my vibe. But thank you so much for walking with me today, and I'll see you next time.